actually work.
I know I have sell on one right. I'm gonna go skip the elevator.
Hmm.
Just want to see a win here.
Yeah, I would be all over this if there's a fair value gap in here. Great overall market structure. I really like it.
The
Dude, I
only
need.
thing I don't like is the early chop, the first 7 or 8 minutes. That frowns my eyebrows. Well, whatever.
Dude, I wonder. Let's look at this.
I never put the music. Fuck.
Really stop me out here.
Stop you out? I mean, if you're in this trade, you're
I
stopped.
have lost so many trades in a row. It's unreal.
Well, take the best ones only. This wasn't it.
Yeah, what'd you take?
The
Two
first two
minute.
minutes, I think.
Good gamble. Good gamble.
Okay,
Can
obviously we have
could
the same.
you could you validate that as an A plus setup?
A minus max.
Not even.
That
But I'm asking
Okay,
Curly.
validate any of these shorts uh today that have been A plus or anything remotely to A. Like I don't even see anything.
okay. Well,
Then
what do you think
then
about
then
the?
sit on your hands. Then be patient. That's all you have to do. Literally, that's all you have to do is just fucking wait. If tomorrow is going to come, I promise. Now, obviously, tomorrow's Saturday, so we're not trading tomorrow. But
You failed your promise.
wait,
I know, but
there is
the
going
point
to
is
be
I
another session coming.
I've had I had like 7, maybe 10 green days in a row, and now I've taken like almost $1,000 worth of losses this week.
Yeah, that'll happen sometimes. That's
This is annoying. I
I remember I made 5 grand one day, and then the very next day I lost 6 grand. I mean, that's you go back and forth in this game like your whole career. That's just part of it. Obviously, it's stuff that you can control and that you can limit, and letting your account basically just bleed is in your control.
I have a question whenever possible.
Yeah, what's up?
Would if we take this last low, which is inside the 10 a.m., would that be considered a terminator in
I
this
would
trade?
if we get this last low and we don't go immediately
And we
up.
form a bullish. Uh-huh.
If we don't form a model, then we're in a seek and destroy profile, I think.
So if we do form a model down here, would that be a terminator or just a good inversion?
I mean, it would technically be a terminator. Like a terminator is really just an inversion that takes a previous hourly low.
Yeah, this didn't, because it was already taken. It was taken at 10:03.
Yeah. So there's theoretically no opportunity for a terminator the rest of the
Okay,
hour.
so this is just, it would be a good inversion only.
Yes.
Okay.
Good is questionable.
I see LRLR. I see clear highs.
There's only one thing that makes me so there's only one thing that makes me really, and I'm sharing my screen by the way if you're not watching.
Yeah.
There's only one thing that really makes me question wanting to go long, which is this. I hate trying to target a high from a move that was targeting a previous high. So we put in this high here, but we already grabbed it up here. Now, this would technically, I would classify, I would say this is a relative equal high, so it can still be used as a draw on liquidity, which usually is a great draw on liquidity, but I really prefer actual equal highs, kind of like on ES,
Yes.
like ES, yes, and for it to not be one that's been purged.
I see. Makes sense.
Which even adds an SMT here, actually.
Yeah. So we are actually short.
Not necessarily. SMT, just because there's an SMT does not automatically mean, okay, 100% guarantee this is happening.
Of course.
It's really just it's a confluence piece. That's all it is. It's not like something that is giving you, what's a good way to put this?
Confidence.
No, it's not like something that's gonna say one or the other. Like it's not. Oh, the market has to reverse here. The market has to reverse there. The market's gonna flip here because there's an SMT. No, the market doesn't flip because there's SMTs. There's so much other stuff going on. SMT is just a confluence piece. So if I had a 3 minute setup, let's say, um, and I wanted to short like right somewhere right here or whatever. I would use the SMT as confluence for my short.
I see.
I'm not using it as there's an SMT, so I'm going to look for a short. I use it as confluence for my short.
All right. Okay. So can I ask you a question?
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, we have the benefit of hindsight, and it worked perfectly. But how would you rate the 956 bearish inversion in the 30-second? It's also 1 minute, but I think it's clearer in the 30-second.
A plus.
A plus, right? Why? I saw it and I was so sure of it, but I took it with an eval. God damn it. Yeah, you told me to pull forward non-financially advising. Joking, joking. Let's stop. Yeah, I was just like, this is good.
But
This
how
is
the fuck do
really
you get
good.
in on something like that that dumps 60 points?
I have a suggestion, but I would like to hear comments.
You just get in. I mean, obviously, so seeing this in real time, I'm obviously not going to be taking my normal full size right here. Okay, this is a massive speed candle. It moved 60 handles. Okay, so by the time there was 30 seconds left in that candle, it should have at least, I don't know how it traded. I didn't watch it. It should have at least been somewhere down here. So honestly, I probably would have been front running it. I mean, it's tricky. It's you're not if you're trading it the textbook way, you're not going to be getting a full size trade, most likely. Now, there's still definitely opportunity to get it. Like you could be taking 2-3 micros as this candle is aggressively moving lower.
Let me refine it. A conclusible conclusion for the last 3 months worth of data of the 10 a.m. inversion or Terminators models that I have seen, after 15 points from the activation, from the fair value gap that you are trying to, that price is trying to inverse, after 15 points, you have a very high success ratio, successful, a very high win ratio, front runnable setup.
Also, if you wanted to just play off of this fair value gap, you could. This is a breakaway gap here. You would be looking at the consequent encroachment for an entry. Because in a perfect world, these breakaway gaps like this, okay, and what I mean by breakaway gap is you've got a lot of structure built up, and then you have a hard reversal, okay, and there's a change in the state of delivery happening here. So when this happens, okay, the market's essentially breaking away to the downside. So you're going to see price trade up into this fair value gap. And in a perfect world, as ICT says, in a perfect world, you're going to see price trade up to the consequent encroachment and then firmly continue lower. So it couldn't.
30-second for me.
So this trade theoretically could not have happened any more textbook.
There's a potential 30-second happening.
Mm-hmm. I actually like it on ES more, to be honest with you.
Nasdaq for life, baby. Not joking, but
So you're
Fuck the
just waiting
Nasdaq.
that long after like the high time frame shows that we're short.
This, because this is a bread and butter model on the low time frame, yes.
oh shish.
And because that's a lot of fucking speed.
Mm-hmm. It would be very wicked if it inverts now. If it fails.
I'm just going to target high of day. And I'm going to add 2 more before we get that internal high.
Oh gosh, the pressure when it's funded. Yes. You have no idea how much I want to sell right now. 2 minis. Even if I take 10 micros, 2 micros, it doesn't matter. Like the pressure
Bro,
will be the same.
how the fuck? I. Oh my god.
Yo, chill, chill,
Lose
chill.
my
What's
goddamn
happened?
mind. Well, I've lost 20 fucking trades in a row. Is what's happening. It is insane.
I mean, it kind of is, but
I'm out. There's nothing you can do about that, dude. There is nothing you can do about that. There's nothing you can do except laugh. Now that Zern, this is bread and butter. I would take a loss on this 100 times a week.
I'm fucking done. I've lost like 1,500 this week. It's insane.
god damn it. Well, it is what it
Why?
is.
Why? I haven't won a single trade since Monday. taken a total of 16, 21, 26 trades, it says.
Can I say something that might hurt your feelings?
Go for it. I'm already hurt. This shit's fucking so annoying.
I mean, if you're not a bitch, it won't hurt your feelings.
Actually,
But
freak something.
maybe after that fourth, fifth trade, maybe look to size down and
I can't even take
probably.
a fucking 2 micro transaction without losing all of my $200. I, it's just unbelievable. I cannot win. I haven't won a trade over
Okay, if you're if you're
$40.
throwing shit at the wall nonstop and nothing is sticking, then stop throwing shit at the wall.
It's the
Like
same shit
limit
I've
like
been
limit
throwing at the
yourself.
wall the past
This
month. It's
part of
bad.
risk management is knowing that when shit's just not working, then that's either a sign that
It's the same shit I've
you
been
have.
doing for the past month, and it's been working.
Okay, but what I want you guys to get, and I don't think you guys get yet, is that the market moves in cycles. There's going to be periods where shit works. Like I said 2 days ago, there's times where IFEGs will have like 90 to 95% win rates, and then there's times where they will have 30% win rates. If you can have the control to size down and manage risk a lot tighter when shit's not working, or I'm sorry, if you can't do that, if you cannot manage risk and tighten it up when it's not working, then you're not going to make it.
So riddle me this: with a high time frame bias
Yes, I would still
strategy,
take this 10 out of 10 times.
it's just
I'm going to take it again. Let's go with 3 this time though.
I think I'm locked out. So, or my account hasn't locked me off for some reason.
Hmm.
Dude, I've lost all of my profit the past month. It's crazy.
I am surprised you took it again, Talman.
I mean, I'm standing on business. I said I would take this shit 10 out of 10 times I see it. So I'm going to take it.
Right?
Nothing has really changed. I mean, now we have equal highs again. I'm going to tighten up risk though. Not go break even just because I would have like 2 handles until I could get stopped out. But
Oh my god.
all right, I'll go
Can you
break even
believe?
here.
Can you believe that the account got busted before it went up? It's crazy. Huh.
It's honestly just bad luck if I get stopped out on this. This is a good 1 minute gap that should be respected given market structure.
You wanna? Can I add something? There
Mm-hmm.
is a potential. I would maybe. I don't know. I'm not sure. Since I'm not sure, I'm just not gonna say it. But I saw a continuation setup from this morning's 9:55 inversion. I would consider that a ZERN continuation, but I'm not entirely sure because it's usually after 10 a.m. So, but let's not even consider it. Never mind, I said anything.
The way I do it, I wouldn't necessarily advise everyone to do this, but it's just how I do it.
Yeah.
When when I know that there's a higher chance that a long is going to work and a much lower chance that a short's going to work. Okay, market maker buy model, bread and butter setup. Okay, I mean really just so ultimate bread and butter. I mean, it does not get better than this. If we inverse that 1 minute, I might re-enter. I'm not going to lie. Does not get better than that. So, I mean, I will pound the fucking table every time I see it. Because I know it works so good and I know that the move is going to be so good on it more times than not. And if the market's basically in that delivery mode, I don't give a fuck what bearish PD arrays are out there. I'm only looking for like a speed bump, like what's a good example of a speed bump? I haven't seen one in a while, to be honest with you. But let's say that like this 1 minute gap was never traded into, okay, and then all this liquidity is basically limited to not being above this high. So there's a 1 minute gap here that's been untouched. Let's say this. That would be a great speed bump. That's one that I would actually care about. Okay, one that has not been traded into. Market hasn't done anything with it yet. But everything else on this side has been traded through, so I don't regard it at all personally. But that was still a very good trade.
I agree.
If this down move here, okay, when we got stopped out the first time, if that did not take out this low, I would not be taking that trade. That's what you have to understand. At this point, when I re-entered, okay, nothing mechanically had changed. Okay, there's no high that was took. They didn't take a high. There's still equal highs here. We're just taking out liquidity. That's all we're doing. We're taking out sell-side liquidity. But really, I got really itchy to re-enter because this is my favorite market structure in the whole entire world.
Yes.
So like 99% of the time I see that, I'm going to trade it. And I'm not going to lie, I almost forced it back here.
Yeah, that one was really good.
I'm glad I didn't though. Yeah, I know. That's why I said I almost forced it, just given the market structure.
I'm realizing that I'm having a much better time following the rules. So that's good.
There you go. Also, I feel like if that was NQ, that second trade would not have happened. It would not have given me that good of a move. High ceiling. High ceiling's in here. All right, let's I don't think we're gonna have a great opportunity in the next 3 minutes. I don't think we
Correct.
will. Doesn't look like it. So let me do this. I'm going to pull up TradingView. Should I get a face cam? Do you guys want that? Probably don't really care that much.
We care, but we cannot be looking at our screen, your screen, and talking like face to face.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little much.
Man, 80% off in one free month
They
for
always
TradingView.
have
That's
80%
a
off.
pretty good deal. So
I don't think so.
for TradingView?
Oh, for TradingView.
Yeah.
That's a good deal. I
That's
thought
a
it was
very
Netflix.
That's a very good deal. I wonder what Top Step's gonna do. They're gonna do something. I'm sure they've got some sort of sale coming because they're teasing an announcement. But I think that announcement they're teasing is not a sale. And I think it's related to something just different with their business. Maybe getting bought out. I hope they don't get bought out. God, come on. All right, ZipRecruiter. I don't have an edge on this chart. I'd probably wait for it to come back and fill this gap between, what was that, like 260 and 233? That general area. Weekly time frame. I could see it going all-time high over like 2 years if we don't have like another financial crisis in that same time span, which seems hard to imagine. Yeah, not really much I can do with this chart.
Hey, my bad, Torment. I'm at work. I think that might be a different zip. I'm not sure if ZipRecruiter's under a different exchange. There it goes.
You're right. That's weird. I can't even tell what source that is.
There we go. Thank you. Don't mind my muteness. I'm just at work.
Oh, you're good. You're good. No worries.
Cool.
Man, I hate to say it, but I don't have an edge on this one either. I mean, it's just going straight down.
No worries.
Do you have like common stock or something or what? Or are you just looking to see if there's an opportunity?
It's actually my employer. That's why I wanted to look at it and
Okay.
it's relative to the job market.
Yeah.
It's been pretty rough, so
Yeah.
I wanted some eyes on it.
I would watch and see what it does at this local low here. If it can get a good reaction off that, it might see a bid up to $5 or something like that. And then see if you can build some better structure from there. But otherwise, I would just be expecting it just to continue driving lower over time.
Yeah, it looks nasty.
Yeah, it doesn't look very good out there. Say it again?
Keep eyes on
Can
it.
I ask?
Thanks, man.
Can I ask for a chart?
Mm-hmm.
BBAI.
BBAI. Let me get target first, and then I got you.
All right.
I think I'm waiting for target to get to 80, and then I went along. Or down here, 77. What do you mean?
Like, do you anticipate a rally just into the holidays?
No, not really. I mean, honestly, if I'm being fully truthful, I do not take any fundamental logic into consideration ever in
Straight technical
in
today.
any of my trades. Yeah, I'm purely technical.
The more I do, the more I become like that too.
Yeah, I mean, once you get to a point where you know what the hell you're doing and you can just read a chart, I mean, you don't need that because, in my firm belief, because of my experience, chart's going to tell you what's going to happen first, when something's going to happen. Um, fundamental fundamentals are just after the fact. There's always justification for why moves happen.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Before you do, can I stop for a hot second? I want to say something real quick. Mr. High Ceiling, for some unbeknownst reason to me, I had you muted. Like, I don't know why. So if you ever told me anything and I ignored you, I am so sorry. I never meant to do so.
Oh, you're good, bro. I mostly just be in the background because I work on the phone, so I'm always calling business owners. So I probably didn't say much, but no taking.
All right, awesome, awesome. Glad to hear it.
No worries, bro.
Yeah, I could see Target setting up for a move from like 70 to 170.
And would you look like consider leaps for that then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a 1 minute
that
chart.
yeah, this is a good that's a good market structure. All right, you said BBAI.
Correct.
Can somebody
What is BB?
take a look at the 1 minute NQ chart and see if we've got an opportunity for
I
me,
don't
por
see
favor?
anything just yet. Maybe, but it's not coming. I don't see a lot of strength just yet.
Mm. I don't have an edge. There's nothing I can do with this chart, but it looks bullish.
Right? That's what I was thinking. I was looking at the weekly, and I'm like, what are the odds that this doesn't go to all-time high?
Yeah, I would look for it to see 16 at some point in the future. At least $10 again. At least.
Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. Nothing on Nasdaq yet. I, we do have my guys. There might be something in gold. We just took the hourly low. Yeah, there's a 3 minute potentially in gold. The only reason why I warn so early in the movement is because it's the hourly low. This would be a terminator in gold. Would be because it's just dumping, but whatever.
Did just trade into that hourly gap too.
Damn, no setup in gold.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Nasdaq 1 minute. sorry, but Nasdaq 1 minute. Maybe. Like,
I also like the 3 minute. But Redwood, you can continue. I'm listening. Uh huh. No, so there might be some misconception with consequent encroachment. All it is, I don't view it as like, oh, I'm gonna get a better move if it comes to this level. I just see it as a more likely pivot point, or theoretically the most likely pivot point. More times than not, I want to see a fair value gap delivering price as soon as price touches it. Obviously, yeah, obviously is if it touches it and it's an immediate like this. Okay, obviously that means there's strong order flow here.
1 minute Nasdaq. Fuck. Never mind. Sorry. I'm so sorry for interrupting. It's just it really looked like it was gonna inverse.
Yeah, I got I've got it on my screen. We can see it.
Sorry.
You're good. Mhm. Mhm. Yeah, it doesn't have to trade just consequent encroachment every single time either. Um, when it happens though, I look at it as almost like a small check mark of confluence. Kind of like uh, like Zern likes to say an algorithmic signal. Like I perceive it as like an algorithmic signal of order flow. Okay, so if order flow is overwhelmingly bearish, okay, you're gonna trade down into a bullish fair value gap, and it's not gonna bounce at consequent encroachment. It's gonna keep trading through it. Okay, now if the order flow is more bullish, it's strong, it's going to run into that gap and immediately reverse. Or it's going to trade down to the consequent encroachment and immediately reverse.
Important. 2 minute Terminator in gold.
I'm getting in NASDAQ.
Oof. Yes. Well, I just front run that 2 minute Terminator in gold. 20 seconds for activation.
I don't know why there's no sound confirmations. order filled, all that stuff.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna move to break even once we tag 24,086.
You know when you would be at break even? Right now in gold. Oof. Well, maybe not break even, but raised it to the fair value gap at least.
Yeah, I like the market structure of the Nasdaq a lot better. There we go.
Oh.
All right. That was my third trade of the day, so I am done.
Make your bet.
Good results though.
Yeah. Really good session. I really liked it.
I feel like everything was very productive as well. I completely forgot to post that video I recorded yesterday, so I'll get that posted now. I'm also did record this live stream, so I'll get that up as well. I'm going to have a schedule out. I'm going to end this recording first.